97 years ago, a devastating hurricane made landfall in Florida, permanently changing the area around Lake Okeechobee. Before reaching there, it had swept across Puerto Rico, destroying homes, crops, and taking hundreds of lives. When news of the storm spread over the radio, residents around the lake remained calm. They had survived previous hurricanes, and meteorologists at the time believed the storm would not reach the Florida mainland. But they were wrong. On September 16, 1928, the hurricane struck South Florida, bringing violent winds and a deadly surge of destruction. It cut diagonally across Lake Okeechobee toward the northwest, from Pahokee to near what is now Buckhead Ridge. Strong winds tore off roofs and flattened homes. The rising waters from the lake overflowed the levees and swept away entire lakeside towns. The communities of Belle Glade and Pahokee were submerged, where thousands of people were drowned within hours. The storm's devastation left survivors in shock. When dawn came, they wandered silently through the ruins. Houses torn apart, fields turned into swamps, and bodies scattered everywhere. Property damage was estimated at more than $25 million, and over 2,500 people were killed. Most of them immigrant farm workers, laboring on plantations around the lake. Bodies were found in ditches, in trees, and even years later, skeletons were still being uncovered in the farmlands. In the following days, mass funerals were held in West Palm Beach. Residents gathered bodies, placed them in makeshift coffins, and buried them hastily under the autumn heat. When the number of dead exceeded the capacity for burial, authorities had to turn to cremation. The entire area was engulfed in smoke and grief. In the wake of the disaster, President-elect Herbert Hoover personally visited Okeechobee to witness the destruction. The tragedy of 1928 compelled America to act. In the years that followed, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers constructed the Herbert Hoover Dike, a massive structure surrounding the lake, built to prevent such a catastrophe from ever happening again. That day, when the storm had passed, the land around the lake fell into complete silence. There was no wind, no sound of life, only a hollow, desolate world. The 1928 hurricane had passed, but its memory endures in the hearts of survivors and in American history, as a reminder that sometimes nature doesn't need rage to terrify humanity. Only the silence after the storm.